It's a very peaceful opening to today's Doom stream. We have just a little bit of background music, some nice little bit of piano tunes. This is my Doom ASMR stream, actually. This is where we all reveal that it's just been one big grift so Crash could start his ASMR career. Nah, hell with that. I don't do ASMR. What the hell is that little thing? Oh, that's the Discord thing I was testing. That's like, get rid of that. That's weird. Okay, cool. Waiting for Romero to play in the official OST. Just call me Romero then, but don't blame me for when the level design gets bad. I don't want to be Romero then. Good evening, all. It's Crash Icarus. It's Chaboy, Skinny Penis, all that good stuff. We're playing more Doom 2. We're starting off in the room of, I believe, John Romero's Hairy Arms, or somebody else's Hairy Arms. I can't quite remember. Cackles in the Cradle is actually a pretty baller stream name. I might do that one next week if I can't think of anything else. I like that a lot. But yeah, here we are. We're playing game. I didn't think about starting this stream off with an ASMR joke, but I guess that... Oh, hey, there's an exit. That, it's a good point. I guess a good thing to start talking about. Or a good question to ask. Does anybody here actually enjoy ASMR? I seem to be in the minority of people who don't enjoy it. And really just in any variety whatsoever. Human speech, random sound, etc. It's just not for me. I do have a friend who basically falls asleep to ASMR exclusively. But like, I don't know. For me, I actively get, I'll back up a sentence or so. I remember watching, was it SciShow with Hank Green? Many years ago when ASMR was kind of first becoming the hot new thing on the internet. And, I remember that he was kind of describing, like, there's actually about as many people in the population who really enjoy ASMR get like, pleasant tingles. There's about as many people in the population who actually hate it and get, like, unpleasant kind of, like, just, like, bad vibes in their spine, basically. And they kind of, like, find it grating, a little irritating even. And it's like, oh, there's people like that. It's not just me. I'm convinced that if it's not just some psychological overreaction on my end, there is like a physical reaction for me. Like, I am not comfortable listening to ASMR in any variety whatsoever. It's just very, I don't know, something about all that noise is not comforting to me, or all that quiet noise. Oh wow, I'm playing terribly. So, thankfully, you'll never have to worry about me turning into, you know, an ASMR boyfriend experience channel. Not like any of you actually wanted that, but you won't have to worry about it. Oh, jeez, there's a lot of pinkies here, huh? Hold on. I'll read your opinion there in a second, Grim, once I can free myself of the pink menace. Oh, there's a lot of them here. Alright, yeah, fuck this. We're pulling out the super shotgun. Trying to be ammo conservative, but y'all forced my hand. Alright, now I'll go at it. There we go. Cool. Oh, motherfucker, there's always another pinky, huh? There we go. Now he didn't get hit stun. Crazy. Let's see, Grim, you're not really an ASMR fan yourself, but you do find out your ways, go out of your way to find videos you can vocally stim to. You know, Steamed Ham was your go-to for a while. If plenty of Game Grumps compilations you also use now. So I am curious. I mean, I understand you're using the language of, like, you know, you have said you're autistic, and, like, that is... I get the normal idea of stimming being, like, just having something to play with in your hands, or, like, to... just have some kind of sensory output, like some people would stim with, like, say, like a slide whistle or something like that, or an instrument or something, make a little bit of noise. I guess, what do you mean by vocal stimming? I'm curious. Is it more like you're just looking for something satisfying to have in the background, or is it that, like, something you can kind of makes noise along with? Oh, hey, Caco Demon. Hey, Damien, what's up? Best AMR videos for any 1300s AD fans. Only real serfs appreciate ASMR. All right. Crack posting as usual, I see. Oh, okay. They just released the ghosts on me. Alright, well, Super Shotgun's actually coming in quite handy now. A lot of things that require rocket damage, but not firing actual rockets at. There we go. And, he got one shot in on, 2 shots in on me. Goddamn, bastard. My own hubris. Vocal stimming is in talking with sync to the video to repeat over and over. Oh. Interesting. I've never quite heard anybody describe that, but I guess that makes sense. Whatever's nice and calming for you there. There's occasionally times where it's like, it's almost certainly not really the same thing, but the closest thing I can compare it to is like, there's occasionally times where it's like I get just something stuck in my head where it's like some kind of word. Like for a while it was like the town name of Poughkeepsie, because it's spelled really weird and it has kind of a fun sound to it. That got stuck in my head for a pretty long time. I think I just happened to hear it on like a show or something, and for a good couple of weeks it was kind of lodged in my brain and I couldn't get it out. I would just keep saying it, mostly in my own head, but sometimes out loud as well to satisfy kind of just my mind is stuck and needs to repeat it until it's done. Kind of like, you know, a musical earworm in the same sense, but not music, instead just some random little, you know, phrase that gets instills itself as a vocal tick for a week or so. Alright, pinky down, go back to the normal shotgun for the imp. There we go. Sweet. Is that a thing up there? That's a thing up there. I can't get that thing. It's terrible. Speaking to voice acting, it's good practice to reach certain inflections. Like, yeah, Poughkeepsie. Like that, yeah. Good into voice acting. It's good practice to get to certain inflections. Huh. Yeah, I would imagine that makes complete sense. I'll save this until I need to actually need the health. I imagine, yeah, I imagine repetition will get you there pretty quickly. That's cool. I've tried to kind of gain confidence to sing on my own a little bit more. Well, ever since I started living alone, really, but you know, more and more into my solo adult life, I start doing things like, you know, singing alone in the shower, pretty normal stuff, but I'm trying to actually match my pitch and all that. I'd like to think I've gotten better at singing, but I don't exactly like to sing for people. That's, even when everybody else in the room is drunk and just doing karaoke, I tend to get very embarrassed and clam up. I don't have very strong confidence about the sound of my own voice. So it's, you know, it tends to be kind of awkward when it comes time to actually vocalize for everyone, and it's like, I don't really know if I want you to hear me. I'm kind of nasally. I find myself a little grating sometimes. Do you really want me to sing? But I'm trying to maybe get a little bit better about that. Get rid of those brain worms. It's not like anybody ever, you know, has ever been in my life like, oh my god, wow, Crash, you have just a terrible, obnoxious, awful voice. You should stop talking. But it's just, I don't know, something I've grown self-conscious over ever since I was able to hear myself in recordings as a child and be like, that's not what I sound like. Oh, there's like been a revenant up here this whole time. That's crazy. I don't have any rockets following me, do I? No? Good. Okay. Alright, let's try to get up to this guy. Oh, that sounded angry. Oh, that was very angry. That's a bony boy. Yeah. Let the pinkies infight with the imps. That'll get everything taken care of. Alright. Courtyard clear. You can recite the entire steamed hams bit from memory, including the music stings and sound effects. I even have the fire engine noise getting cut off at the end nailed down to a T. Nice. Of course, the real ability in doing so much vocal stimming is the ability to speak YouTube poop, including the inflections and backwards speak. Okay, the backwards speak part is... yeah, that's really impressive. I mean, I like to think I've, you know, burned things into my mind like, you know, the enclosed instruction book pretty heavily, but I don't have the, I've never actually bothered to, like, verify, you know, with, like, a vocal form or hearing anybody else telling me, like, oh yeah, wow, gosh, that's actually a really spot-on impression. I did think that shady spot looked, suspicious. I did not think it was gonna lead me into this. Hey, he hasn't noticed me yet, right? Let the pinkies take care of him? Or is he shooting at me? He's shooting at me. Alright, well... suppose the best course of action here would be to just shoot them. This is gonna be a lot of ammo to waste on a couple of pinkies, but I guess it's, worth it. Would have liked to hit them all with a rocket, but I can see how that's gonna go. Alright, sweet. You can hit the swaus really good. Swaus. Swaus. Very nice. Okay, teleporter that way. Zombies this way. Ah. That would have crushed me. That would have crushed my balls. I was about to say I'm actually enjoying the map design in this one a little bit more, and then they shoved me into a maze? Oh no, okay. Thankfully it's a little self-contained system here. Unless there's a secret wall here. I can still hit the switch. Can't see what it does though. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe it's just another way to get here. Yeah, I'll assume that's just I'm on the other side of a one-way. Excuse me. Don't know if that belch picked up or not. Oh, and we're back here again. Or wait, not here again. Or maybe he is here again. Oh, that's openable now. Oh. Alright, alright. I'm seeing the story evolve in this map. I'm digging it. Maybe not a story, but, you know, a nice path to be led down. Alright, it's pinky time. Punching time. Just gonna hope none of them manage to get a bite off on me. This is gonna be just way easier standing here. Oh, that was way overkill for you. Sorry, Mr. Zombie Shotgunner. You didn't deserve that many bullets to the face. I do like this music, though. I might add this to the stream background playlist, because I do like things that are kind of, I need things that are a little bit soft, but also have a little bit of a punch and a kick to them. and I don't think, maybe this doesn't have the kick too much, but I would describe this as a vibe and a half, which is the overall vibe I go for in that background playlist when I do miscellaneous things. Sweet. All right. Chain gun, I'll take that. You technically enter the maze from the secret entrance, you gotta exit it, then re-enter from the main entrance. Okay, yeah, so that was a while ago. If only this level had a spider demon, then we could have had a pinkies and the brain. True. I'm sure that WAD has been made so far. Or been made already. I'm sure there's a pinky in the brain WAD that makes that joke. That's a good one, though. Only other level that this ambience appears in is Map 27 Monster Condo. Gotcha. The Monster Condo that I dropped for my Magnum shotgun. Okay, so wait, that's where I came out. And now, yeah, we gotta go back into the maze this way, and then go out again. Loop back around, maybe? Oh, okay, so that button traps me in here. Great, okay. I'm almost certain at least one of these pillars has a hidden something in it. It would make too much sense. Okay, but there's a little something in the corner here. Don't know how to get to that yet. Not a damage the wall kind of thing. I do have a yellow key. I could go up there. There's a little bit of a back corner to this area. Didn't look at. Ah, okay. Oh. That would have been bad if I'd kept the rocket launcher out. And there's the switch out. Sweet. Hey, Chris. Nice seeing you here. I like this map. It looks certainly like the courtyard. It really does. It really do. It do be, in fact, the courtyard. I'm loving the music, too. It's nice and ambient. Same joke as Civvy, despite having never watched him. I mean, it presents itself pretty well. Monster Condo after Danny DeVito just will never sound the same. This past week's been an interesting one for you. Found a very unfinished level editing program for Dr. Wily's Revenge and have been messing around with it. Oh. So some custom Game Boy Mega Man Maker? Well, I mean, not literally, but, you know. The spirit of custom Mega Man Maker within that. That sounds pretty cool, actually. A lot of the data hasn't been thoroughly deciphered, so you kind of figured out a lot of it yourself. Nice. I did actually happen to, on Monday... Okay, it's dark in here now. On Monday, I did... Oh, it's imps in here now. That's cool. I did happen to, on Monday, I did actually replay, Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy. And it was... aside from the audio quality being awful, as expected, the game was still as fun as I remembered it. So, yeah. I don't know. I like me some Game Boy physics and, you know, small screen skies, level design. I think it's neat. So to have more Game Boy Mega Man would be pretty awesome. You managed to re-enable that one unused drillin' enemy in the game, though apparently it causes Mega Man to occasionally clip into the floor. Unused drillin'. That's not the drill from Mega Man 5, is it? And it's not the mole either, because I thought the mole is their official name, right? Did I get stuck in the starting room? No, I didn't. I got out pretty easily. I just I understand at this point that if pressing E on things doesn't yield results, I should then try punching everything and see if that yields results. So I learned to punch everything pretty quickly. All right, Cacodemons, please out of my way. Oh, Spectre, bastard. Alright, I have low health. I probably should not be using the rocket launcher at this point. Alright, any more specters in here? Oh yeah, there's definitely a few. Or, you know, no, wait, it was a few. Ha! 2 of them. I was not incorrect. Okay, so there was one switch here I saw. Where was it? There we go. Oh, God. All the flashing of the armor bonuses is starting to hurt my eyes. I went, I did have a little, physical for my, for work today. Physical exam. And, one of the things that kind of, well, I won't say that I learned, but am, you know, kind of reminded of is that my eyesight is slowly getting worse as I age, like everyone else. It's not, I still don't wear contacts or glasses, so I'm still, you know, better off than many people, and I'm thankful for that. But, you know, I am starting to notice that my eyesight is definitely not as acute as it was probably 5 to 10 years ago. I struggled to read like the line 8 on the, you know, on the little eye chart there. So, I'm starting to lose it just a little bit. Not great, but, you know, at a certain point, what you're gonna do. If I have to end up having glasses later on in life, in another 10 years, then, you know, so be it. Actually, BFG time. There we go. Should probably hit that save real soon. I think I haven't done that in a minute. After these guys. Anyways. Catching up on this. So one of the cool things... Oh, so the drillin' enemy was referring to as the one enemy you needed to ride up in fun bags to find one of the trickster tokens. Oh, yeah, that guy. Those little pressing things. One of the cool things it enables is easy editing for special weapons, some of them at least. Made a version of rolling cutter that fires 3 cutters that do 3 damage each, and with tripled ammo. Oh hell yeah! You recreated triple blade, my dude. Now that's some pretty base behavior. So to give you an idea of how unfinished the data logging was for said editor, you had to make an object key from scratch, including listing all the variations that changed based on the number value. I've watched a lot of Ks in my time. I don't think that meant anything to me, but that sounds like a lot, so I'm happy that you're able to work through it. That's triple blade and more like the love child of metal blade and quick boomerang. Yeah, so triple blade. No, I'm kidding. But actually, no, that does sound pretty hype. See, you were wearing glasses for most of your life, as indicated by your profile picture having some sick-ass shades. They do be pretty sick. It's funny because my parents are both require glasses and have required glasses for as long as I've, you know, ever since I was born. But I don't know. That, along with some other problematic genes, managed to skip me right over. So I got pretty lucky on the genetic lottery with my parents. The only, like, I don't know, actually, no, I never did inherit the deviated septum. We just thought I had for a while until I, like, I don't know, just got older and my nose got better. Problematic genes canceling Levi's, true. Where do you stand? Levi's man or Lee's man? But anyway, yeah, so like where'd you happen to find this editor for Mega Man World 1? Is it just I mean obviously I imagine lying around somewhere on the internet, but I am curious, like you know, maybe there's a backstory of like, did somebody like have to just say why they abandoned the project, or did that just not come with wherever you found it? Is that bullet just floating in the sky? Yeah, I do see that ammo box. It's taunting me, knowing that there's a secret in that area, and I don't know how to open it. I was thinking probably one of the faces along these walls was a secret switch somewhere. Not sure which one. Just go along and press E along the wall, why not? Maybe one of them is a switch. It feels like a fun, sneaky thing to do. Are there any over here? Any potential matches this way? No, but there was some shotgun shells, so that's nice. Wait, that's the teleporter back to the maze. We don't want to go there. Wasn't anything in the ambush room. I'll take a backseat for this one, yeah. Doesn't just happen to be one in here either. So you were just curious if the Game Boy games had external editing tools. Game Boy 1 is the only one you found. Alright. Makes sense. I mean, as long as you get one of the Game Boy games, you, for the most part, have access to editing, you know, on a similar level to all of them. They are, outside of, I think, 2, which has at least a couple of different engine quirks, they're mostly the same as far as how the engine works, so... You get the tools for 1, you can, you know, kind of workshop that for all of them, even if it is a tedious process. Some weird inconsistencies, though, like Bubble Lead is listed as dealing 1 damage in the editor, but regardless of modification, it always does 4 damage. Strange. There must be, like, some other redundant code somewhere in there that it's actually looking at instead. That's what I would probably think. Like someone mistakenly, you know, wrote something slightly different somewhere else, and that it's actually executing code from there. It should be where it's written and what's coded, but... Oh, that's what that sound was. Damn. Alright. Sorry if you're mid-typing, Chris. I just remembered that button existed. And I was wondering why I couldn't have gone up there earlier. Alright, well now that's everything. Race along the map instead of actually using my eyes. That's more fun. Alright, sweet. Another 30-minute level down, courtesy of Crash Icarus. Yeah, Doom 2 is gonna take a minute. Part in the Google form that Phoenix, the guy who makes all the ZX Forms content, released in regards to him working up to making a special weapons ranked video. Oh, cool. What was he pulling information for? Just like general opinion on special weapons, or yeah, I guess what did you fill out? What were your answers like? Oh, I thought that guy was dead. Man, now he gets to shoot me. Alright, and that's... Oh, hello. Hello, Imp. You're looking rather imp today. Oh, that's where you came from, you and your brethren. I think Courtyard might have actually been my favorite level so far. Well, maybe not of the entirety of Doom 2, but for the last couple of levels, that one actually stood out to me. Probably ever since, let's say, Downtown, since we got into the weird back half of Doom 2. I liked the design. It was, you know, well-paced, good ambushes, fair enough to handle. I like that. Oh, hello. Imp in the corner, okay. Nice try. You're not getting into that simple shit anymore. We're exploring a castle in this map. Alright. We'll see if we find Toad. Like for best for special weapon in the classic X series and best X series armor. Nice. Nice, so kind of a crowd poll for that. You'd see, you try to be objective as you could. Best classic was Metal Blade, obviously. Yeah, it's really hard to fight that. Worst classic was either Mega Man 3 Spark Shock or Mega Man Game Boy 1 Atomic Fire. Did I use Atomic Fire? No, oh, well, I haven't played it again yet. Yeah, I feel like Spark Shock's probably still the worst, but I could see, yeah, Atomic Fire being so kind of non-functional. It kind of takes the cake there. Best X special weapon you put uncharged Yamar option down for? Really? Worst worst X series weapon I put down charged Crystal Hunter from X2. Huh. Best X special weapon to Yamar option. I'm not sure I'd agree with that one. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's definitely good. But I'm not sure if it's best special weapon good. I mean, we kind of talked about how Mega Man X1 really has a very goated special weapon selection. And, I think Yamar option would fit right in there, but I mean, just the sheer utility and power of everything in X1 would probably be where my mind ends up going for that. Is impassable? Yeah, it's impassable. Okay. We'll be back for you, Spectres. I just gotta climb up the stairs again. They really should make this castle more accessible. I do like how they kept all the ghosts in the back of the castle. They just have a convenient storage space for all of the king's specters. In case you need a haunting, you go out back. Right? Oh, okay, Mega Armor. Perfect timing for that, too. Alright, there's a back entrance to the castle. Come back to that in a second. Check out what's over here. Ooh, a triple door. Alright. Ugh, excuse me. You'd rate uncharged Yamar option over Tornado and charged Speed Burner. You said Yamar option is the best shield weapon in the franchise, period, even over Jewel Satellite. I think... I kind of agree with you on that. Okay, so I agree with you in that on some senses, because, like, obviously it's a shield that attacks and can protect from some things. But, like, just given Mega Man X6's, like, overall design and, like, how it feels within in the context of the game, like, I don't think that, oh, I see my mouth is desyncing again. I don't think that Yamar option really shines for its shield utility in X6. Like, it's not great. It doesn't really destroy stuff when you ram into it very much. And there's not a lot of small bullets to protect from in X6. So, like, the utility of the shield end of it does kind of get sapped. But, like, if it were in a game that actually had a lot more like bullets to deflect, the shield aspect of it would honestly be really good. So I could see your argument, although I'm not sure if I completely agree, because I think Jewel Satellite really gets its best reputation as best shield just because of how well suited it is for the game that it's in. Because I think if you put Jewel Satellite in, you know, a handful of other Mega Man games, it probably wouldn't be as good either, because, like, you know, it would then be that same kind of situation of, like, it does the shielding part of the job well, but it doesn't, like, it's not actually doing good damage, and there's not, you know, if there's not a ton of small bullets to reflect in whatever Mega Man game you're playing, then Jewel Satellite's biggest selling points are kind of invalidated. Like, it would do terribly in Mega Man 6, whereas Plant Shield actually does pretty well in Mega Man 6, because you're meant to just ram into things and use the shield that way, use it as a damaging kind of thing, rather than a, you know, attempt to reflect any shots, or get rid of a bunch of tiny enemies on 1 health. Yeah, Yammer option, definitely king of offense. I'll agree with you there. And then, yeah, being able to use the Buster on top of it. It does... It is... I see your argument, and I think that I agree. Although, it's kind of one of those situations of, man, it's kind of not being a shield, but it is definitely being the best shield weapon. So, you know what? Yeah, I completely agree with you. You've convinced me. Bum, bum. Murdered imps. Oh, I did this. Yes. Oh no, pinkies. What am I gonna do about pinkies? I know what I'll do about them. Reminds me, Cacodemons spit red blood if you shoot at them, even though they have blue blood. Oh yeah, that is kind of a weird graphical thing. Maybe it's more a representation of chunks of them flying off, rather than the actual blue blood. But I'll take a closer look next time I get to shoot a Caco in the face. Oh god, my nose is doing that thing where it's clogging up because I'm getting dehydrated enough while talking. Oh, let's hope I can breathe again soon. Certainly it's affecting how my voice sounds. Let me pour myself some water to maybe alleviate that. Yeah, spilled everywhere. It's just water. Still. I think we have a napkin here. Yeah, that's right. It's been wet and wild. Crash Icarus stream tonight. Woohoo! Oh, and the Barons also spit red blood. Alright, well, yeah, then it was probably a total oversight from them. Fun. Oh, and then you put X4 4th armor as the best X armor. Ultimate and X3 gold armor were excluded. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Those would be kind of maybe too good to have in the within the poll. And then X4's 4th armor. Yeah, it really would be great if it was just had in a game with better special weapons. Because that's the main thing that actually sticks out to me about the 4th armor is that infinite special weapon usage, or for uncharged special weapons. But like it just under-delivers because of the game that it's in. Oh, that's not a scary looking room whatsoever. They're right behind me, aren't they? Oh no, they're actually not. Oh, they actually are. Just took them a minute. Alright, I'm starting to see the utility in the super shotgun quite a bit now. Real good for all the pinkies they want to throw at us. And cacos and all the big boys. But I'm definitely not wasting ammo on the small guys. Oh, Berserk. Perfect. Okay. Don't really want to go that way yet. Hey, come on. Get over here. No? Maybe not. Maybe not that way. Maybe we will go this way. The X2 armor, but let's be real, the Giga Crush on that thing is nearly worthless. Yeah, the head parts are worthless for experienced players. Yeah, no, X2's armor really didn't do much. In that sense for the player. Oh, good trap. You know, if anything, it's X5's armor, and then X6's armors tend to have good competition for best armor, I would say. The, you know, having Falcon Armor's initial or original flight mechanics was really good in X5, and then, well, X6's armor's blade armor is... I'd say blade armor is probably my favorite armor of all of them. I like the Mach Dash quite a bit, and the abilities for, you know, better sword slashes and all. I think Mach armor might be my favorite, even if it is not necessarily the best. Oh, I have no rockets, right. Oh, are those two idiots infighting yet? Come on. Yeah! Alright, well, the Caco Demon didn't really stand much of a chance, but... Well, yeah, no, that's a shame Gaia really scores that low, because Gaia actually is... I do like Gaia in certain circumstances. It is a really good boss killer armor. It's just a shame that kind of, you know, it hurts for a lot of other stage design. It makes it hard to get through. But like it is actually pretty offensively capable, all things considered. It's just a shame that it doesn't feel good to go that slow and be kind of as sluggish. So... Yeah, you need it for... You only get it after you go through all 8 stages because of the terrible order in X5 with which you can acquire it. Yeah, that really does kind of kill any goodwill one might have toward it. Becomes a lot less useful. And then by the time you get to, you know, level 96 bosses, yeah, it's kind of not that good to justify using. You'll just get the ultimate armor instead. Yeah, they should have came up with a 4th thing for the Gaia armor to do with the head parts. That makes sense. Alright, well, now like a real cast left to go find my way back to the parts I haven't explored, which I'm sure is going to be an easy and not at all confusing experience. Let's see, in unrelated conversation topics, out of random curiosity, I was curious about what's the overlap of the Venn diagram between Crash Icarus fans and people who actually watch the Super Bowl. Any of you actually watch the Super Bowl, have fun with it over the weekend? I certainly didn't. I am, as is well known, not a sports guy. I care not for sports in the slightest. But, you know, there was a healthy amount of raucous behavior in my city, given the event happening. Nothing too over the top or crazy. Hey, Gabriel. Oh, you did. Nice. What'd you end up doing for, you know, Super Bowl celebrations? I'm guessing kind of typical, you know, hanging out with friends and family, watching the game kind of thing. You didn't watch Super Bowl because you were chatting with me over Discord? Oh, well, yeah, duh. Was just curious of polling the audience. I figured that you, Grim, weren't partaking either, given, yeah, that we were in fact talking at that time. Yeah. What I don't get is when people, like, you know, given that the what am I trying to say? Whenever you know, sports fans teams win or lose, they destroy whatever city that they're in. It's happened. I've observed it, you know, many times throughout, either personally or through the news. Like when I used to live in Ohio, and you know, go Ohio State Bucks. Whenever they would win their college football games, like there would be a pretty large contingent of students that would just absolutely wreck the place, wreck the city. Not the whole city, but a pretty good chunk of the area. What the hell? You're still here? Caco Demon? Damn. And it's just like, guys, come on. Certainly you have better things to do, a better outlet for your energy than destroying your own city because your own team won? Your own team lose, at least I get you're frustrated, but if your own team wins, then like, why are you destroying everything? Come on. Stop just immediately going for your inner animal instincts and, like, I don't know, channel it better. Be better. Only in Ohio, so true. Only in Ohio will you ever see such behavior. Did they ever go down this way? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Teleported again. Get teleported, idiot. Go over this way. I know there was one path I hadn't looked at yet. Oh, no. Well, that was that. Where was I earlier when I decided not to go up that path? Gabriel, so you saw a lot of that ruckus in LA when you were when LA wins. Yeah, LA do be getting kind of crazy. LA is not my favorite city in the world. There's it's pretty gross. It's not a very clean city, in my opinion, and it's always kind of got a very dingy vibe to it. It's also like, you know, car country hell. Why there's no public infrastructure in California is amazing, but an amazingly long story of, well, we kind of had investments from before times saying otherwise, that, like, you know, the car industry should really take place here, and there's no place to build public infrastructure without taking it all down. So yeah, not my favorite place, but I totally hear you. LA is kind of nuts. Okay, well, I am lost again. Oh, I completely looked over what you said. So Domino's Pizza yelling when the Eagles are dominating. No beer, you work the Monday after. It's a pretty good celebration, all things considered. Although, I don't know, Domino's used to rank really low on my tier list of, like, you know, fast food pizzas. I would say nowadays it is a little bit higher. They got a bit better over time. For me, it's just always been that Domino's is very, just like, there's no sauce on their pizzas. There's still barely any, but there really used to be none before, and that used to bug the hell out of me. Oh, here's where I wanted to be. But, you know, I've grown to, somewhat enjoy it. Maybe it's a bit of a, enjoy is maybe a strong term. Tolerate Domino's. No, I kind of like it. Yeah. I sure as hell enjoy Domino's more than I do Chicago favorite Lou Malnati's. Good God, I might be a Chicago kid, but like, even I can't excuse that. That's watery sauce. That's worse than no sauce. Oh, okay, so this is not where I want it to be. Then how do I get up here? That. Gamers and sports fan, yeah, they both definitely will destroy property when their team loses, but gamers at least won't destroy the property when their team wins, so that's a good thing. I will take a little bit of backseating, because I think I am lost at this point. I'm not sure, yeah, exactly how to advance. Anyways, so you like Domino's, to be honest, but in terms of price, all the fast food pizza competitors equal out to 30 bucks. Yeah, when Little Caesars isn't cheap anymore, that's a national tragedy, honestly. I remember the hot and ready pizza used to be one of the most affordable things in the goddamn planet. It used to be good, too. I thought they were the best alternative to Domino's out there, but... yeah, then the economy went in the toilet, so... yikes. After entering the Citadel, climb the stairs, enter the lion-faced door on the right, flip the switch in the next room to raise a staircase. Proceed up and brick wall. Okay, so wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so from entering here, climb stairs, enter this door on the right. Flip the switch in the next room to raise a staircase, which I did. Proceed up them, open the gray brick wall between the faces. Oh. Okay. Could have sworn I had interacted here before, but I guess not. Alright, now we're back on track. Cool thing about Citadels, you actually only need 2 keys to exit the level. Yeah, I noticed that. Well, I was maybe thinking that, given that the exit was maybe a little bit narrow looking. Oh, sweet. Rockets. Or, there was like 3 different colored bars there. Maybe you could actually just get by with only getting 2 of them. So that's not changing that anymore. What about this? Does this change this? No, it doesn't. I think that's solid floor down there. I can drop down into. Alright, well, it's solidly pinkies down here. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I picked up a berserk earlier. I'll refer back to your guidance later, Chris, when I get stuck again. Which, you know, I'm certain I probably will. And I'll be back in a moment to reading that. If I can't make that jump over to the ammo pack. There we go. Oh, sweet. Is this where, oh yeah, this is where I kept getting teleported. Alright, cool. Now I have the supercharge. Nice. Okay, so back to that guidance. Go up the stairs to the next room, walk up the switch on the wall to your left, not the one in the adjacent alcove. Pressing the switch causes a platform in the pit ahead to rise gradually. Flip the switch 2 to 7 times and jump onto the platform. Go through the teleporter, get the supercharge. Walk towards the door in front of me, but instead of going through, start walking backwards. You teleport onto a platform. Oh. Surrounded by the inescapable pit, there are 2 nooks in the wall containing enemies. Shoot the back wall of the smaller... Okay, so I've completely done this in the wrong order then. Anyways, going back to the rest of the chat. So yeah, Gabriel, you liked them to be honest in terms of... Oh wait, so yeah, that talked about the fast food and Little Caesars. So on the East Coast, you have other options for pizza besides the chain restaurants. Still have a good chunk of mom and pop pizza shops that do be quite pricey. In the previous streams, yeah, your answer is spaceship pizza. A Domino's with a fully functional arcade and 12 different games. What the fuck? That would be the coolest place to go in the world. Why didn't I have a Domino's like that in my town? What the? I love places like that. I love arcade places so much. I always talk about how there was one time I went to like a, you know, one of those places you pay like $20 and get to have just infinite arcade games for the rest of the day. Oh, wow, this really does raise, huh? Oh, hey, and there's that nook over here. Oh, okay, this is one I've already been through. Yeah, right. Yeah, just full guide time. Okay, return to the first room in the Citadel. Instead of going through the lion face door on the right, go through the other one, flip the switch. Continue. Oh, God. Okay, so wait, go into this one. Put the switch in the center of the room, which I did. Go through the southern one. God, that's... Alright, so which way am I facing? Okay, I am facing south, so I want to go to this one. Continue along the hall until you hear the noise of the door opening. Quickly run back before it shuts and go through. Oh my god. That's obnoxious. Okay. Yeah, wow. This level is, Thank you for pulling out the guide. I would not have figured that one out myself. That was very quiet, to actually hear this door behind me. I would never have actually picked that up on myself, or on my own. And then yeah, getting the yellow skull key. Okay. Yeah, that is a Miracle Domino's location. Chuck E. Cheese, Showbiz Pizza, Dave & Buster's. Yeah. I wish I liked East Coast style pizza more. It's really a shame now living on the East Coast that's just like, I still don't quite get the, you know, understand the very thin crust experience. I'm more used to either, I mean, even if I'm not going for Chicago deep dish, I'm going for, you know, like a tavern-style Midwestern pizza. Just more of the non-bread stuff. More of the non-bread and just mozzarella cheese. I like my pizzas to have more body, more volume. But having standard East Coast fare just doesn't really quite do it for me. I can't really order deep dish slices out here. Not where I am. I've tried looking and I haven't been able to quite find it. I've had to like literally learn to make my own to have it here. And then just as far as tavern style pizza goes, it's like just no, I can't really find that. The one or two places I have found it on, it's just been super greasy and disgusting. I never want to order again. Okay. Damn, you're doing this all with your own words? Good God, good memory. Okay, return to the room with the switch in the center and press it again. Okay, so going back here, go to the northern door, three-way fork, go left. I think I got this partial invisibility already. That's the teleporter area, which I've already done stuff in. Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. All these mandatory secrets. Fucking hell. Okay, that one didn't actually get me anywhere. I mean, I guess I could theoretically just leave at this point, but where's the fun in that? I want to know what the hell this island in the sea is. I want to go over there, but I have no clue how. There we go, must suck then. I can go to like 4 different local places if I maybe ask for one. I need to strafe jump over the wall to get to the teleporter nexus. From where? Oh, from up there? Yeah, I guess I must have missed that. Alright, head back in and try that. I just took the long way around to get to the entrance, I just realized. Okay. Oops. Wrong room. Go to this one. Try again. There we go. Alright, so we got crushers in this room. Monsters too, apparently. Nice try. Alright, yeah, Citadel is kind of, Citadel's kind of stinky. I'm not liking this one. It is absolutely as convoluted as a real medieval castle to get through. Where they purposely made the inside completely cryptic and impossible to get around, so that way, enemy invaders would not be able to navigate the castle and get to the important things inside. They would get lost. Which is cool for historical accuracy, is a gigantic pain in the ass for, I don't know, playing a video game that isn't primarily about, like, medieval times. Alright, time to run past the crusher. Citadel is the confusing labyrinth level. Next level is the get damaged by a lava hole bunch level, and the other level after that is Doom 2's poopiest level ever poopied. Alright. So we've, the torch has officially been passed, it seems, from X7 being the poopy game to maybe Doom 2 being a little bit of the poopy game. Not nearly as bad, mind you, but maybe just a little bit of poop. Just a bit of it. Just in time for X8 to take the mantle of Game Crash is having a shitload of fun with. Oh my god, this is fun as hell. I'm still thinking about how much I actually enjoyed X8 yesterday. I can't wait to get back to it next week. Yeah, sorry the conversation's dying a little bit. I'm trying to use as much of my brain as possible to actually to get through Citadel in a reasonable-ish amount of time. Although I've already spent 40 minutes here, so it's kind of not working out. But I'll take this time to just stretch my neck a little bit. All right. Get back and make sure my mouth is synced up. It is very much not. Do that again. I thought I fixed this last night, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have, whatever fix I did last night didn't seem to have taken, so now I still have to just go back to the old-fashioned way of syncing it every couple of minutes. Okay. Alright. Just explore this area for now. Oh god, okay. Save at the 4 teleporter rooms. One of them will give me a secret. Alright. Okay, one of them will give me the secret. Hopefully no nightmare. Okay, well that's not it. That's not it. That one must have been it. Oh, and this is where the blue key can be found. Alright. My goodness gracious. Spending this about an hour completing this level when you first played it. Yeah, I can see why. This is a very obnoxious level. long overstays its welcome. And it's also like, unlike a lot of other levels, you can't really suss out where the secrets are. There's just too many fucking line devs going on the map. Like, you can't even kind of be like, oh well, there's like a orange one I haven't run over that way. Maybe I can try that out and see if it'll, you know, reveal something secret. There's just too much. This map has so many lines on it. It's so hard to navigate. Alright. Well, that's good enough. I don't care about where the hell the last item happens to be. Let's get the hell out of here. This is the precursor to the lengthy evolution levels. You're so lucky you're helping me for that. Yeah. Yeah, if this is the pace we're going at, I'm going to be very, very lucky indeed. Alright. And this is where the exit is. Yeah, I know whatever the one item is certainly not worth it, but for some reason I felt like announcing it. Ugh. Kinda gross. Gotcha? What do you mean, gotcha? Well, now I can just play the game a little bit again. So I guess the other Venn diagram. Speaking of Venn diagrams, the other thing I was asking, what's the Venn diagram between Crash Icarus fans and people who actually have Valentine's Day plans? Because that's another one that I'm actually not in neither. Still single for the time being. Have absolutely no plans on doing anything with my Valentine's Day. Just getting along like a normal day like I do every year. Alright, let these two duke it out. I mean, I've never really been one for Valentine's Day anyway. It's a very hallmarky holiday, but, you know, when you're in a relationship, you kind of have to observe it. Unless you both come to a mutual agreement months earlier being like, yeah, this isn't for me. Oh, damn, they're still fighting it out. Good God, come on. And, of course, it's Fat Cheeks that's still alive. Of course he is. Oh, and he found my location. Fucking Archvile. Did not want to see you right now. Alright, come on, buddy. I'll take a little bit of hit. Just let me blast you down with the plasma gun. There we go. Super shotgun seems a little bit inaccurate compared to the regular shotgun, which I suppose is only fair. There we go. Kind of forget people actually consider Valentine's Day as an actual holiday to celebrate. Yeah. Yeah, it's not much of an actual one. It's a very hallmarky one. Very American, Americana. You must consume kind of holiday. But yeah, certainly it's always at least reminded of it every year. Even if I don't have anything to do with it, it's always kind of a reminder of like, huh, oh yeah, I'm still single, aren't I? That's interesting. Anyways, I suppose we'll deal with that problem another time. Let's see, so you have nothing absolutely... You have terrible dating experiences, you tend to stay away from it. Oh, that's unfortunate, I'm sorry to hear that. Stay at home, eat dinner, watching whoever's streaming that night. Gotcha. You know, I've had okay... I've had worse dating experience, or I've heard of worse dating experience in my life, so... Hold on, let me restart that whole sentence over, that whole string of ideas. I have not had the best dating experiences, but far, far from the worst. Just, you know, I would say probably run-of-the-mill average dating experience in my life. I've had 2 girlfriends. Both relationships lasted about a year. And, you know, there was connections. There was genuine connections. There was things that didn't work out so well. Ultimately, enough things, you know, just didn't work out that the breakups had to occur, and that was a shame, but thankfully I never had anything, you know, too horrible. Maybe a couple of immature things happening once in a while, or just things that we just didn't see eye to eye on, but nothing that ever, you know, completely impacted me in a super negative way. It's just that, yeah, Valentine's itself never has made it to be a very major, kind of thing in my mind. What the fuck ammo do I have? I'm out of bullets. I'm out of shells. So okay, I have 1,000,000 rockets. That's great to have against Lost Souls. Thanks, past Crash, for dooming me to this. To this fate. Oh, just die already, would you, Pain Elemental? I guess we gotta waste a whole bunch of fucking plasma shots against these guys. Okay. I could really use that health. One thing you remember vividly that happened for me on Valentine's Day was the bathroom vomit disaster. All right, I'll take the bait. What's bathroom vomit disaster? What happened? I need the story on that one. But who cares about dating? It's all focusing on yourself and money? Really? I wouldn't say that. Dating is nice. I mean, dating is nice. Trying to actually I mean, okay, there's a difference between dating for its own sake and just be like, you know, going on Hinge and just, or Tinder or whatever, and just like randomly trying to find a whole bunch of, you know, any random date that might work for you, and just kind of like, you know, trying to spend time with your preferred sex, versus, you know, for its own sake, versus just like, you know, actually liking somebody and trying to get to know them and seeing if they want even more, and like they want to be, you know, closer in your life kind of thing. You know, the kind of, the former is a little bit more about just, you know, your own ego and somehow about spending the right amount of money, quote unquote, and reaching some kind of socially acceptable agreement on that, which that's not fun. I don't do that. I've tried that once to just kind of, you know, get myself out there again, and I mean, thankfully it didn't devolve that kind of badly, but it was just, you know, it was probably my worst and briefest dating experience, so it's not really something I look upon fondly. I'm not saying it's necessarily that you sound selfish, I'm just saying it sounds maybe a little bit, you know, it sounds a little bit doomery, you know? Like, wouldn't... If you're not interested in, you know, other people that way, if you're more on the aromantic, asexual kind of vibe, then, you know, that's its own thing, right? You know, and if you're happy with that, then that's fine. But I would say, you know, it's not something to just, like, completely discount. Dating is a pretty nice thing in life, I would say. For me, finding a true love is probably one of the most important things I could possibly think of, and for me. So I'm guessing I'm gonna rise here a little soon. Maybe. Or my do I live in the hole now? I'm getting the feeling that I live in the hole now. Okay, so Grim, you said the bathroom vomit scenario is vomiting so much in the bathroom you had to sit in the bathtub while your mom had to clean herself. Oh, that's fun. Kind of impressive that a 10-year-old could vomit everywhere inside of a bathroom aside from the bathtub and actually inside the toilet bowl. That's what children do. They cause chaos. I got the soft block. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, they got me. Yeah, you know, if you need more time for, you know, kind of just developing yourself and focusing on yourself kind of thing, then, like, it totally makes sense not to date. That makes, I mean, that's the good thing to do. You need to actually be in the right headspace to, you know, be pleasant and be with other people, to enjoy the company of others and to be enjoyed. But, you know, I would never discount all relationship type things myself. You know, I would like to get back into the dating game, but only with people who a girl who I would actually think is, like, much more mutually aligned with not only hobbies, but interests, shared ideas, philosophies about, you know, the world, living, motivated in the same ways, similar things by myself. Just a much more mutually interesting relationship than what I have had previously. Where maybe we would have some hobbies that aligned and, you know, a couple of things we agreed on, you know, the fundamentals we could agree on, but, you know, even if it was kind of like, well, we are kind of all right with each other in the same room, it was just never like, wow, like everything that this person is saying is like complete hard agree on. Yes, please. More of this. You always think that it's not like there's a girl who likes boy who likes nerdy things and learning language. At least that's what I think. Oh god, that's gotta be hella wrong. Have you seen how many nerd women are in the space that I am kind of invading into? You know? There's a goddamn bazillion nerd women in the VTubing space, and a lot of women love the idea of men that learn languages. It's very attractive just to have a skill, a hobby that you're enthusiastic about and just willing to, you know, be positively enthusiastic about, try to get other people interested in. You just speak genuinely and, like, super, passionate and well-learned about, you know, the thing you're doing. The other important thing to do is just, I don't know, be supportive of, those around you. Keep an open mind. Learn stuff. Like, well, I think the step zero that I struggle with, and that I think many of us nerdier types struggle with, is the whole going outside and talking to people kind of thing. Yeah, that's kind of the difficult part. Because you're not ever going to find people who like introverted interests by staying inside. But it's also difficult because it's not like introverts go outside either. So what the fuck are you gonna do? You have to basically try to find a shared space to, you know, cross paths with more people. Actually have a steady stream of people in and out of your life. It's a pain in the fucking ass, especially when you have a 40-hour-a-week job to do, and all you really want to do after work or on the weekends is just to, you know, sit back and hang out with the boys in the Discord call, but it's not a very, you know, It's not a very productive strategy when aiming for that kind of goal, you know? Alright, well, there's fuck all over there in that tower. Yeah, the person who matches your freak is like 5,000 miles away from you. You just kind of... Yeah, you just kind of gotta, I don't know, either bridge that distance or happen to, you know, find things, move around, whatever the hell else. So what are the interests and hobbies of Crash Icarus apart from chemistry, games, and cooking? Well, you did hit the nail on the head in the main three, so it tends to get a little bit difficult outside of that. But if I would say other interests... Actually, hold on, let me... Okay, so try to explore the island in the lava. You haven't explored the first building yet in the starting area. I haven't? Okay, I guess I'll head backwards, then. But yeah, no, so games, chemistry, and science generally, and cooking, those definitely are the three main interests of Crash Icarus. I would say that there are... Let's see, some other interests are... I have a slight interest... Okay, that popped in. A slight interest in, like, maybe a little bit of, like, gardening type stuff. Not a lot, but I do grow plants that I show off every once in a while. It's just fun to have, you know, something green growing and trying to make it stay alive. I like it. It's a simple little thing to do, even if I'm not taking it super seriously. I am big into older music, typically. I like a lot of dad rock kind of things. I grew up on dad metal and dad rock with stuff like Metallica, Judas Priest, and branched out to a little bit more things like, say, Dio, Rainbow, and eventually into other branches on its own, like, what else am I trying to say? More punk stuff, Bad Religion, Dropkick Murphys, and then into the slightly weirder shit of stuff like 100 Gex, Death Grips, that kind of thing. I do like going to concerts every once in a while, although I haven't really gone to them as much as I would like. You know, in recent years, I get distracted with other tasks and just never end up, you know, going to things. One artist I really do want to see this year, because I believe this is the last year that he is touring, is Roger Waters. Pink Floyd was heavily influential on my life growing up, and if this is Roger Waters' last year of touring, I need to see him before he goes out. It's especially on my mind too, because I know that I had tried to, or I really, really wanted to see Roger Waters in when would that have been? Like 2019? Yeah, like 2019 or so, when I was still in grad school. I was finishing grad school. He was actually having a... Okay, so there's a bridge here that I should be able to get from inside, perhaps? Okay, keep that in mind. Yeah, there was like a 2019 tour he had that was actually in Columbus, Ohio, when I was living there. But because I was just finishing writing my master's thesis at the time, I didn't have the time in my schedule to actually go see him when he was local. And like, I really, really... I mean, I don't regret it per se, because I needed to get my master's thesis done, but I do kind of, you know, I really wish that I was able to actually go and see him. Just making sure I didn't miss anything here. You think a guy named Crash Icarus had at least a passing interest in Greek mythology? I did when I was in school. I really enjoyed, you know, reading all the Greek mythology stuff. And obviously, there's one story that stood out to me a little bit more. Oh, that's the hole in the starting area you're talking about, Chris. Okay, just load the game up. Yeah, you can obviously tell which Greek mythology story appealed to me the most. There's something fun just about having, you know, many whims of the world and then several other just, oh, what's the word called? Not fables, but stories meant to teach a lesson kind of thing, just condensed into the whims of the gods. The powers that may be. It's very interesting stuff. I definitely like that a lot. if you count tabletop games / D&D exclusively as a separate interest, then, you know, that would be another one as well that I partake in from time to time. Another thing I don't have all the time in the world to actually do. But I do like to, every once in a while, try to have a tabletop game with my friends. I find it fun to, you know, come up with characters to the best of my ability, see what I can actually do with them, that kind of thing. I'm very much kind of the numbers guy when it comes to D&D. I like to do as much kind of crazy, break the numbers, exploitative kind of shit as possible. That's what really entertains me. Try to break the game. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not caring about my health right now because I'm still not making progress. I mean, I found one place to go here, but this didn't really find me anywhere significant. All I did was drop out of this hole. Let's see. Speaking of metal music, you could recommend 2 bands recently. Galnerius and ooh, Kane's Offering. Yes, Kane's Offering is fucking great. I love Constellation of Tears. That is a fucking excellent album. I don't remember exactly how I stumbled upon it. I think just maybe YouTube kind of delivered it to me one day. But like, oh, the wordsmithery on that album and that song, that title track in particular is so good. It is divine. I haven't listened to that album in a while. I'm probably gonna have to go back and do so. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, yep, definitely it was Jason Paradise. Yep. You're right. Been a long time since I thought about him, too. Oh, you can see if the soft lock area isn't going to soft lock me anymore. Alright. What was that? I heard a door move. But not this one. Northeast corner of that level is a structure. Far side, see a narrow alley. Passageway. Have I really just missed that each time I've looked at this structure? I swear I've looked at this part several times. Oh, wait, this is the northwest side of the map. What am I thinking? Okay, yeah, so there's this little alley yet. So yeah, I know this is over here. Walk around the far side, see an air alley with the glowing skull decoration. Go to the teleporter. Now I'm in here. Don't go in the teleporter. The walls immediately to the left and right of the teleporter can be opened as well. Damn. Okay. Game design. Okay, so I think we're good here then. Could put an instrumental constellation of Tears over Blaze Heatnix's stage and it would fit like a glove. Yeah, it absolutely has that fast power metal feel that I love. Dark design of a twisted mind, you're the final blight of a failed playwright. Figment of my madness, tale of something in sadness. So you see to the left and right of the teleporter. Yeah. Saw the Fortress of Mystery level, loved it, and then made this one. I'm not kidding. That's fucked. God. Oh, there's still more door back here. Okay. Oh no, I had just gotten turned around. Gee, I wish I could zoom into the map a little bit more here, just to see what the line devs were like, but no. That privilege is not afforded to me. Alright, there's nothing else over here either. Just take the teleporter. Forget where this takes me. Takes me back here. And then go into the Baphomet teleporter. Alright, I can go check the soft block area now. There we go. Oh, hey, that's a chain gunner. Alright, maybe don't step there quite yet. What you got for me on the other side of this? Oh, you know, just a lava triangle to stand on for a long-ass time. Manowar and Stradivarius. Yeah, I've checked out a little Stradivarius. They're very similar, and I like that. Manowar I haven't checked out yet, but I've definitely heard of them. So wait, so when I soft blocked there, I'm curious, was that just like a, was that because there's just like, you know, some trigger I hadn't hit in the level yet, and it just wasn't prepared to, you know, elevate me downwards? Or was it more a case of like, oh, I just teleported in wrong, and it just didn't want to work? One of the lucky people to encounter the bug. Excellent! The Crash Icarus luck strikes again. Okay. Let's see. What other interests do I have to talk about? Do I have any other hobbies? I definitely don't do I will admit, I don't do a hell, or at least I don't think that I do a hell of a lot. When people pry, I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I actually have an interest in this. And oh yeah, no, wait, I think about that sometimes too. But like, most of the time, I just have a problem thinking like, no, my life is boring. And so like, I don't have much to say half the time. It's something I'm trying, one of the things I try to work on by streaming, right, is like actually figuring out how to talk about myself a little bit more. But, you know, it's a gradual process. Oh, now there's a teleporter over here. Sweet. Oh, not so sweet. Lost souls. And pain elementals. Oh, good God. Yeah, BFG time. And rockets. Rockets will work. Y'all. Just let me be. Just let me be. And I'm all out of chain gun ammo now. Great. Good God. Anyone mentioned Stradivarius or Manowar in years? Some dad metal for sure. Good old-fashioned high school guitar for you. Nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of you know, old rock and metal. So everybody has a y'all have a home here to talk about that kind of shit. Even if I am part of the younger generation, I can still be like, you know, oh yeah, Black Sabbath? I saw their final tour. Oh yeah, Motley Crue? I saw their final tour. Oh yeah, Metallica? Well, they haven't quite done their final tour yet, but I'm sure I'll see their final tour. It's the fun part about being, you know, currently a 20-something and having an interest in, you know, rock from the 70s, or that started off in the 70s. They, all the band members are old men now, and they're retiring, so they're all going on finale tours. At the very least, they're gonna put on a good show for, you know, their finale. Okay, so I saw a door opening back here. What line dev was I triggering to do that? There we go. Oh, now I'm back here again. Damn it. I have to go back through the whole stage just to teleport back there. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take the exit and go. That was decent in your opinion, certainly a bit gimmicky. It's better than the previous one, but still a little bit, well, okay. I wouldn't say it's unclear where to go. I just got very unlucky with, my teleport. Was there a monster in here now? There probably is something in this wall that I wasn't able to actually unlock. Hold on. That's a line dev there. Let's open anything particular? No. Whatever. I'll just finish the level. You're back. Your laptop crashed. Whoopsie. Oh, you found out about Stradivarius because of Dragon Ball Z plagiarism. I never heard of that scandal. Sounds funny. Alright, whatever, I'll skip the cell. I'm not interested in finding it out, or finding out how to get it. Whee! Oh, nice, you're on a Switch. I didn't know the Switch could handle streaming. It's, I don't want to be a bitch about the Switch, because it has a lot of cool, really cool games on it, things I would love to play if I just actually would have went out and bought one, but like the fact that the Switch's hardware is what kind of made Sonic Frontiers on the PC really hard to play because of like shitty graphic little pop-in and hardware limits, and they just Capcom never bothered to optimize for PC is always making me like, damn, the Nintendo Switch is really built with like springs, gears, and like steam whistles, huh? Is ancient. You're at the corrupt heart of the city, surrounded by the corpses of your enemies. I'm at City Hall? No way. Yeah, you see no way to destroy the creature's entryway on this side, so you clench your teeth and plunge through. There must be a way to close it on the other side. But you do care if... What do you care if you got to go through hell to get to it? Turns out a long-time Dragon Ball game anime composer, Kenji Yamamoto, had been plagiarizing from multiple artists for years. The Beatles, Black Sabbath, Stradivarius, Earth, Wind and Fire, Terminator Salvation soundtrack, the Avatar soundtrack. Kinda crazy got away for it so long. Damn, that is... Huh. That is a lot to plagiarize from. At the very least, it's a pretty good set to do so, but... yeah, that's quite a lot to try to get away with for a long time. I can't, the only, you know, I don't really know any other, like, plagiarized, soundtracks from anything. I'm thinking there was one game, I forget, it was like Venom, it was like a Venom-inspired, like, skateboarding game or something like that, and it was like, they had taken, what was it, Black Sabbath's, God, what is it? So it's Mob Rules for instrument. They remade an instrumental of Mob Rules for like the main theme for that thing. Maximum Carnage. Yep, there you go. Found it because of Germa, of all people. Oh god, okay. Oh, I guess thinking about the topic a little bit more, back to what it was Crash Icarus interested in. It's something I haven't, really looked at since I went to, since I've been in university, in undergrad. But I used to be really into, like, Russian history, mostly because Russian history itself is just really funny and full of, like, just really crazy anecdotes, because there was, I don't know, there was something in the in the water or the social zeitgeist there for several centuries. It's just they were always like 100 years behind in technology and social development from the rest of Europe, and you just had really weird people at the helm all the time. Like Peter the Great reportedly there was a story once of like several diplomats and ambassadors and such actually being in the in the country for kind of like a party type thing, a party slash, relations meeting, what have you, official business kind of thing. But he heard that the, I don't know, diplomat for some country like really enjoyed gelatin cube shot kind of things, because they could make that out of actual gelatin back then, right? And kept force feeding the dude so many of them that eventually, like, Peter the Great's kind of like, one of his like court aides or whatever had to like pull him away and be like, hey, there's like somebody else over here that really wants to meet you, because it was very obvious that the official dude was like not only getting drunk but also very sick off of the just the forced ingestion of tons and tons of Jello cubes. And another one within Russian history was like there was a czar who's I don't remember, it was a czar, or did they say a different thing for like the female ones? But either way, there was a czar who one of her court maidens wanted to marry a court jester, and as a result, Catherine the Great, or was it Catherine the Great? I think it was Catherine the Great. No, I think it was Annie? One of the Annies, decided to honor that wedding by forcing a whole bunch of serfs to go make an ice castle out in the middle of Siberia, and saying for your honeymoon, you may now get to spend a night in this beautifully carved castle from the the Tsaress herself, a gift from me. It's like, well, you can't really turn that down without getting within political hot water, so yep, go spend the night in a fucking gigantic castle of ice rather than in your palace, because you decided to marry a court jester outside of your class. Crash gonna start talking about the boats. But nah, I'm not thinking of any Russian boats at the moment. I do love how there was, what was it, Tsar Olga at a time. She was like kind of the badass one. Well, badass, kind of just, super imperial conqueror type, and like really, really took no shit. Tried to have or there were like ambassadors from or not ambassadors, but like princes from other little princedoms within the within Russia traveled to where she was in Kiev at the time, and to try to court her because she was unwed at the time, and they're all looking to try to get in and wrest power from her as the new Tsar of Russia, having male succession and all that. And what happened is that, they all arrive, and, she has a troop basically ready to be like, oh, you must be so weary from your long travels across the country here. Take a rest in the sauna for a while. And there's a lovely sauna constructed out of suspiciously flammable materials. And as soon as they get in there, she has her, followers light the fucking sauna on fire and burn them all alive for daring to try to, marry her and take her, power away from her. Some true girl boss behavior, gotta say. Hey, man, I am, like, 3 for 4 on maps tonight. I am hella lost. I don't have a yellow key. I can't really do anything with the, other teleporter. Try hitting all these switches. There's nothing in this other room to be teleported in. Wait, what the fuck? How did I miss? Okay, I missed these entirely. I don't know where the... Blind. Completely blind. All right. Not... Man, they really like doing this with imps, huh? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. And hindsight, a BFG probably would have been more efficient for that, but oh well, hindsight, 2020, whatever. But yeah, no, I used to like Russian history quite a lot. And I mean, I still like history class in general. I wanted to minor in history back in college, but chemistry kind of took up way too much of my life, so that wasn't happening. I got pretty close, but then I just didn't want to like close out the last couple of classes because I really just wanted my senior year to be a nice rest, man. I was able to kind of work my schedule to where I only had to take 3 classes per quarter in my last year of college. I did not want to shove that with high-level history classes where I'd be writing essays and trying to make things work that way. It was just not worth it. So I didn't bother. Oh yeah, the carrier pigeon firebombs too. Good old Salmonella telling us about these kind of stories. Yeah, Olga of Kiev. Yeah. Sorry, I I realized I haven't looked at chat in a little bit while I was talking about all this stuff. Yeah, it is a pretty cool prank. Worked on going to teleporter. Yeah, it was pretty good. Thankfully didn't deal with that Mancubus. Nice. But yeah, no, I did actually learn a little bit into the history of the Soviet Union. It was interesting, kind of like, ended up taking like the classes a little bit in reverse. I had first taken like the we had like a as an elective I took on like a art in the Soviet Union class, which I think the most fascinating thing about the art in the Soviet Union was, oh, that's not the right teleporter, was you know, what they would call Soviet realism, where, well, they had 2 kind of main classes of art that they kind of had within the country. They had Soviet realism. Holy shit, Chain Gunner Island. That's disgusting. I'm gonna die. They had Soviet realism, which was basically kind of their... They basically had the philosophy of, well, we basically want to depict scenes of, like, you know, ideas about the revolution and philosophies, kind of, you know, trying to capture shit like collectivism and a denial of, like, or a rejection of, like, you know, the old ways of, like, monarchies and such, values of farming, value of labor, power of the worker, you know, all that kind of stuff instilled into their artwork, with the interesting caveat that even many of the artists within said circles kind of knew, actually making said Soviet realism work, knew that, like, what they were depicting was definitely not the reality that they were currently living in. Because, like, you know, coming off of the heels of Tsarist Russia, that was a bouncy wall. They did not exactly have a whole lot of technology. They were still behind a lot of Europe and, you know, a lot of underdeveloped in a lot of other ways as well. But, you know, they still felt that they were being good Soviets, and so did the, you know, rest of the country, or so did the government in power. think they're being good Soviets because they're trying to depict the ideals that the revolution's going for, kind of thing. And well, what you said, Grim Specs, I'll get to that in a moment. But actually, because that's a separate their other movement. But what was I saying about the Soviet realism kind of thing? Yeah, no, that was just kind of their way of trying to, you know, depict the reality that they were trying to live in. You know, the future they were thinking of, you know, the future today kind of thing. Except it's more like today the future, because they weren't like making new technology in all the art to like retro futurize everything. I don't know. It's complicated. Oh, it's gonna run out. Oh, perfect. But yeah, actually, with Grim, you mentioning the Steamed Hams parody animated like a banned Soviet era film, and actually, what I was thinking of more when I had just kind of skimmed your message was there is the one what was it? Itchy and Scratchy got canceled because of, you know, whatever other plot device was going on. And so, like, you know, Krusty didn't have Itchy and Scratchy that week, so kids were gonna have to watch something else called an old Soviet film called Worker and Parasite, and it was oh, this one doesn't go down. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I had a radiation suit. What the hell was I doing, dawdling there? Yeah, Worker and Parasite, and like that super abstract kind of like style of like. It was really hard to tell. You just kind of had like the, you know, Itchy and Scratchy stand-in kind of grunting non-words at each other, you know, pseudo-Russian syllables at each other the whole time. And with abstract art painting going on in the background and like just random shapes and like overly exaggerated certain other things. Like that was also a very heavy Soviet era thing that they like to focus on in their art. They loved abstract art because they viewed it as a way to kind of detach themselves from the, you know, the bourgeois art of the past, where everything had to be, you know, some kind of depiction of, you know, the king's bounty or the czar's bountiful land, or, you know, product of the, you know, czar's imperialism and the brief-lived republic's capitalism kind of thing, right? And so by making abstract art that was, you know, much simpler to at least observe, and there wasn't a whole bunch of like scholarly, like, you know, painting techniques you had to learn to kind of appreciate the art in that way. They kind of saw abstract art as a way to actually be more, you know, proletariat friendly and kind of accessible, and you could it forces interpretation on the masses part. To allow them to, you know, find some kind of new meaning in a world that rejected the last several hundred years of history. Now, how successful that endeavor really is debatable. How much that concept was understood is debatable by the masses of consuming the art. But you know, that was the idea. The effort was there. And I like, you know, I liked how when The Simpsons did that Worker and Parasite parody, they, you know, did their homework. Oh, this is that poopy level. Cool. I remember this one from the "This level's fucking impossible on Nightmare difficulty" video. But yes, also I have seen the Steamed Hams parody. That does the same kind of thing, and it is also very, very faithful to that whole art movement that I was talking about. So yeah, interesting stuff. Okay, I kind of saw that happening. I was taking way too long to line up the rocket, but I kind of had to. Alright, and that's not going through. Come on, funnel this way. snipe you through the holes again. There you go. Good enough. Now I'll sneak my way in here. So I should get that Megasphere before I go anywhere. Alright. Kill this Pinky, and it'll be a good time to save after that. This is Catacombs. Yeah. What did I think of Nirvana? This is okay. I got a little bit less lost, but still pretty lost. It could have been better. All the hazardous goop at the end was a little bit unwelcome as well. Of animation history, then none of the classes you took covered any Soviet material. Yeah, it's a little bit of a departure from, you know, the classic animation canon, so it tends to be overlooked a little bit. Yeah, I took other Soviet history stuff too. It was interesting just seeing all the events that led up to the revolution, and it was very much kind of a, like, wow, there was a major incompetence mishandling by the Republic, the previous Republic, the Tsar government, that was right before it. It's just like, this really could have been avoided, but they, like, chose all of the worst possible options to, like, make anybody, any of the actual populace happy. One of the things that was, like, so insane to me that, like, the Tsars were really against, I guess it's not that insane, I guess, given the context that people still don't like, many conservative types still don't like public transportation today, but even then they were just so brazen about, like, well, if we build trains to actually help people get into the city, then that means that we're going to have to share our transport with the unwashed masses, and we can't be having that. So we're not going to build any trains. It's like, okay, cool, so no one gets to have anything. Great. You fucking stop shooting me! Just need some fucking health before I can actually take on all these chain gunners. Jesus. Ow, fuck. Very well versed and knowledgeable person, good on you, Icarus. Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate the comment, or the compliment. I like to think of myself as well-learned and well-rounded, you know. Being an academic, for better or worse, is kind of a very strong part of my identity. It does come with a little bit of snobbery elitism to my pedigree. I try to avoid it too much, but I do know that it tends to come with the territory sometimes. So, you know, I can kind of have a big head about me sometimes, but you know, maybe it's for good reason. All right, that's not a viable snipe. Favorite trick to do with the BFGs, the initial shot point blank at the wall, immediately run to a group of enemies, they get melted by all the tracers. Gotcha. How's the Nirvana level? Didn't you take that like a second ago? Or did I read that out of order? I probably read that out of order. Okay. Now, where the hell do I go? Well, I guess I can peek my way back out here now with 16 health. Oh, thank God, a Berserk. I need that right now. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. I didn't want to save back there because I knew I was getting screwed on my health. Actually, you know what? Let's take the teleporter this time. Stupid, dumb, bad shit level design. Alright, well, I guess technically I'm a little bit better off than I was the last time. I have more health to just pick things off for a little bit. They get melted by the tracers. The VFG ball itself throws damage. Invisible tracers that do the heavy work. I wonder if there's like a tutorial going on in my chat right now. maybe just a subtle hint of saying, oh wow, this sure is how the BFG works. It'd be crazy if a certain streamer learned how it works. Oh, that makes sense. I think somewhere in my mind I remember that being how it worked, just not being something I considered. Okay, cool. There's a chain gunner behind me still. Okay, now I get to go back to this area. I guess that's the thing to remember in Doom 2. There's always another chain gunner. Okay, good. Hallway is pretty much cleared. You know how this level's going. Maybe you do Plutonia solo would also be funnier. Thanks, Grim. Thanks for having my best interest at heart. Bastard. Okay, well, I'll take that. Thanks for the, what the hell is that enemy name again? Skeleton Bony Boy for shooting down the Spectre. Oh god, my commentary my commentary's not been fucking great tonight. I can tell you that. I feel tired. Why did I commit to doing this level? Papyrus. Yeah, that sounds about right. Fuck you. Okay, hold on. Don't move. There we go. I heard a chain gunner die, and that brings me happiness. Yeah. Alright, we got a bunch of comedians out here. Anybody else got one? Anybody else got famous skeletons they want to say? Not Sans? I just want to say it's like that's actually that's Varg Skeletor. I've shot down a famous streamer, and I will now be hunted mercilessly by his fan base. Oh, that's not the starting one. Okay, let's go down here. All right, you fucking pre-fired that attack. Fucking Pinky's pre-firing me. Amazing. Alright, got the blue key. Unlock this. That's the way back up. And one of these had opened for a second. I just didn't even notice. Daniel Fortesk. Olaf, and the dead one. Probably Olaf too. True. Generally thought Crash was gonna insult the Pinky like you fucking pre-cum. No, I couldn't think of anything that would hurt the Pinky's feelings like that. Though that would be a pretty good insult. You're not even good enough to be my cum. I'll make you eat those words. Yeah, I saw something light up yellow. Still down here. No? Nothing? Okay. Oh, nope. An imp. Oh, this sucks. You can get me. All right. Yeah, Doom 2 is starting to wear on me a little bit. In their effort to get creative with the map design, I'm starting to get maybe a little bit sick of some of the shit that they're pulling. I guess it is just a skill issue check. It's a get good check, but I'm starting to complain about it now. So yeah, I think I'm definitely starting to feel like maybe shit like master levels and Plutonia are not for me. You can make anything sound like a slur if you put "you fucking" before it, huh? Yeah, you know. It's a skill you learn. Very practiced in the art. Is that a selling point, or is that is that off-putting? You decide. The Crash Icarus experience. Not a skill you want to learn, Crash. What do you mean? Nothing at all. Forget I ever said anything. Just bantering with the boys. That's all. And this goes back that way. Alright, where the hell is this teleporter gonna lead me? Probably to certain death again, I'm sure. Oh, back here. The secret counts. That counted as 2 secrets. Okay. Well, I mean, that area counts as 2 secrets. Weird. Alright, that's north. Thanks. Thanks, big, obvious floor tile. I guess I want to try to go that way. Yeah, because that's where the red key door is. What was that noise? Alright, just those 2? Good. The Chain Gun Brothers. Wow. Oh, wow, only like 6 minutes of actual game time? Yeah, I guess that was a pretty short level, all things considered, but damn. Not a very fun design, I would have to say. Kinda gross. And we'll save this for next time. Yeah, without counting saves, I mean, it was pretty short. And actually, looking at my timer, it really only took about 20 minutes for me to do that whole thing, even including all my saves. But alright, yeah, so that'll be Doom 2 for this week. Yeah, wow, the map design is kind of declining a little bit, huh? I'm getting a little bit sick of chain gunner closets and close quarters Baron fights. But I don't know. It's still alright. The map design is getting a little bit worse. I'm not having as much fun with Doom 2 as I was a little while ago, as last stream. But, you know, I'll keep moving on. Made some good progress. I think I got like, what, 4 or 5 levels done this time around? So yeah, so where am I at 23 right now? So, started off at like 18. So, yeah, that was another 4 levels. So yeah, we have, one more stream, this week. We have another chemistry stream yapping out on Thursday. I would appreciate if you know, people want to show up to that. It's one of my favorite YouTubers, Extractions and Ire. That's his side channel from Explosions and Fire. He does a lot of fun chemistry. He's Australian as all hell, and so is his setup. So it's a fun fucking time hearing a man talking in Australianisms about his backdoor crack shed chemistry. Not crack at all, but crack shed quality, definitely. So I would hope that you all want to join me for that on Thursday. If you don't, that's fine too. Maybe just, share some videos, leave the like, all the YouTuber interact shit that we ask for. Yeah, that'll be it for me tonight. And more X8 next week, which I'm really excited for. More Doom 2, starting with Barrels of Fun. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, have a good night, everybody, and I will talk to you all later. Thanks for supporting me and being my fans. It's really cool. See ya.